sports.
We play to win. Let's go.
Ready, 190.
Check.
You.
Tighten up. Switch.
0. Hey, here we go. Check 15.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
White.
53.
Hey, box truck.
Record. Let's go.
Through.
Number 50.
Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set. 390.
Check 53. Here we go.
180.
53. Mike.
Hey, Echo.
I got you. Check 53. Mike. Check 53.
Hey, Red Flick.
Rivers on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ricky. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Red Delta.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike.
Cluster.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers for the sideline. That's taken in by Allen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Check 24. Check 24. Undercut. Buffalo one. Hey.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon.
Hey, 79. Hey, exit.
Check 53.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Brown. 89.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 26. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Yellow. I'm going lady. Attack.
Switch.
Relax.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mahomes going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Yellow.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Hey, 43.
Check.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He finds McCoy. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Check.
Yellow.
Slam.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, Rivers, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Round 80. Cluster.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Man, I got you.
Hey, dude.
59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day.
Left.
Out. Sponge.
Load it.
Throwing again. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Alpha!
Mike, both. Yeah.
Hey, I 7.
Mike, 44 is Mike. Check. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Hey, Delta!
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7. It's
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Hey, Haywood!
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Hey, Delta! Cut!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Hey, watch the ball. Hey, Torn.
Mike, 44.
Behind!
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Anthony Hitchens able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Skinny. Hey, wahoo!
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
12.
To throw is Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Rivers now from the 50. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
12. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We got 43. 31's the mic. 31's the mic. Come on.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
53 is the mic. Hey, man, watch the boot. Watch the
Hey, Rocket.
jump.
First down, Rivers. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Red!
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Step 180! Hey, Brown 80! Buffalo.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, 50. 50's the Mike, 50's the Mike.
Hey, what?
3rd and long for Rivers. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Shit.
Hey, 79! 79!
44.
Hey, easy. Watch the right.
Rip right.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Get it.
They'll run for it with Eckler, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, go Orange. Shoot. Wait, 80 high.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Get in the white room.
Wait.
44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards there, first down. And he's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
44 is the Mike. Rapid.
Room.
44, Mike, 44.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rivers. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Red Delta!
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Mike. Smooth.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Mike's 59. Mike.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
49. Blue, fellas, let's go. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. Hatchet. He's coming.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
You got three down.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 57.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Share. General. Flash.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Let's get it. 49, guys. Mike, 49. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first. Mahomes now on 1st down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Day, baby.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
All day, every day, any day.
Check 52.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Yellow, 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 yellow.
Back.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert 3, alert 3. Slam.
Yellow.
H3, 2, 18, chopper.
They'll try the right side with McCoy. And he'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm coming after you. 49.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here we go again. Watch the twist. Hey, switch it.
Load it.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rivers. Flushed out right. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Mexico City. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
180. Hey, Delta. Blue draw Parker.
Show it. Show it.
Q.
Check three.
It's Eckler again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Stay there. Net 180.
Hey, pick your game up. Under team.
Hey, go orange.
From the gun, Rivers. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Attack!
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes is for his running back, McCoy. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Check. Crunch.
From the gun, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Switch it. Hey, 15.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 50. Check. Fresno.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Shoot. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check nickel. Check.
Back to throw. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go. 60 or.
That's got to be a...
Go. Go. Hey, Charlie.
Charlie. 31's the mic.
You ain't going nowhere.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Don't get nervous.
Back to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Charger drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Wait, 89. Hey, let's go.
59, mark. Check, 59. Mike.
Cluster.
59. All day, baby.
Here's Rivers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's coming. Double up.
He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Rivers now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Now Rivers. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
53's a mark. 53. Check.
Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Rivers to Benjamin. Good for the Charger 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's another Charger.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Round 80! Round 80!
One last shot now for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive.